Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good evening,
Hello,
Hien.
teacher. Yeah. Good evening.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, great. Is
Yes.
it okay if we will just be using audio?
Yes.
Okay. How's the weather like there in Vietnam?
The weather today is hot. It's hot.
Is it
This season. This season. Today, the weather in Hanoi, in the north of Vietnam, and I think it's all area in Vietnam. The
okay.
weather is very hot.
Yeah, what's the temperature there?
The temperature is about 38
Oh,
degrees.
oh. Even
From I think the weather is from 35 to 38 degrees
mm,
Celsius.
oh, I see. That's really hot. Even it's evening, the temperature is still 38.
No, today the weather is only around 33 degrees. Not hot. Today the weather it isn't hot than some day before.
I see. Hien, I can hear some sounds or squeaky sound, scratchy sound, or windy sound.
Okay. Trains. Right. Is this okay?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
Because the sound is a little bit noisy, so
Okay.
I cannot hear you clearly. Thank you so much. Now,
Okay.
how about your bonding with your friends later this afternoon? The one that you mentioned to me last time? How is it?
You mean today?
Yes?
Yes. Today because today my company organized the testing healthy for employees.
Mm.
So in the morning, I go to hospital to check to test the healthy. Recent year, we have one time per year to check and test the healthy.
So you mean to say that you had a medical checkup for the company?
Yeah, yes. Uh, um, we have chemical checks for every employee in my company.
Mm-hmm.
We have a medical checks once once time once a year to to help employee know about your health.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah.
So Yen, better say we have an annual medical. Okay, I'm gonna type it here. So we have an annual medical checkup
Annual, yes.
for all of okay our employees to check if they are still physically fit. Okay, better say that way. We have an annual medical checkup for all of our employees to check if they are still physically fit. Can you please read that?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So since that's annual, you are because you mentioned that all of your employees, right? are doing that.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
How
Uh,
long did it last for the medical checkup?
we have once time per year. We are always organized in May. In May.
So it hasn't happened yet, or it hasn't scheduled yet.
Yes.
Okay, so it's still planning. Or there is no tentative date for that medical checkup. Is there a tentative date for your medical checkup?
It's the yes, because it's necessary for all employee to check off uh, healthy. Is uh, our company must be done for employee.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this afternoon, you plan about the medical checkup for all of your employees. Is that correct?
No, we only do in the morning,
Mm,
and in the afternoon I go shopping with my employee with my college.
colleagues. So you went
Yes,
shopping. Better
yes,
say, I went
yes.
I went
I
shopping early this
with my colleague.
afternoon with my
Yes,
colleagues. Mm-hmm.
yes,
Okay. Oh, I see. So there is no tentative date for your annual medical checkup for all of your employees. Yes, I understood that it is necessary for your company to check whether your employees are physically fit, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm. So, how long does it usually last for the medical checkup? So, does it last for an hour of checkup or for two
Uh,
hours?
we because we have to wait. So we have check of for 3 hours to finish.
Mm. And you mentioned that you have 8 employees, correct? In your How many people are you managing?
We have um, we have 40 people.
Mm.
This morning we have 40 people to check because we organize the 3 day for all member of my company checks. But in the morning we only have oh I manage 7 people.
7 people in your area.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But I'm just wondering. You mentioned that 40 people have already started their medical checkup this
yeah, yeah.
afternoon. So it has already
This
scheduled today.
schedule today.
Mm. So three
Can you write
days,
down?
yeah, schedule. So
I know, but yes, we have a schedule before.
mm,
So yeah,
hmm. And I've heard that it's a 3 day checkup.
yes, we check out for all of people in my company because my company have 400 employees. So we have to celebrate people to another time
Mm,
to check. Yes,
mm. So you mean to say all of the 400 employees uh,
needs to yes
need to be checked?
yes needs to be checked.
So do you think 3 days are enough to check them all?
Yes, because the hospital checks only from my company. we rent we rent them to check for all employee.
Oh,
So yeah,
oh, I see. I remembered when I also work in the BPO company. Okay,
yeah,
I used to work as a customer service, and they what you call that, hired doctors, nurses, or medical team to
yeah.
conduct a medical checkup for all of our company's employees. And actually, it is only a 1 day
Uh,
medical checkup. So I can't imagine that it would be 3 days in your area, because I believe that your company is so big and it covers all the employees for 3 days medical checkup. Yeah.
because it depends on the time the people have to work.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we we have oh we have worked and checked. Uh, so we depend on the time of the worker.
Mm-hmm.
So we will celebrate through 3 days for all people, and it is enough.
So therefore, it is a holiday in your
Yes.
company for 3 days, and that 3 days is intended for annual medical checkup. Correct?
No, we still work normally.
Mm.
Yeah. So today is a Sunday, and I don't go to work, but I use time to check medical checks.
Yeah, you still have to undergo
Yeah.
medical checkup. So
Yeah.
today is the first day of medical checkup. Correct?
No,
No.
today is the last day.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
day. So I believe that it started last Friday.
Yes.
Oh.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, okay. And there are some employees that spent 3 hours, so they have to
Yeah.
leave their work
Yeah.
and go to the hospital, to the medical team for checkup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your company is really a good company, because you're taking care of your employees' physical health, and that's really important for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. So um thank you for sharing that with me. And for me, I I just went to church. Today is Sunday,
Uh,
and my family and I went to church, and afterwards I went shopping because I have to buy swimming wear,
yeah.
rash gear or rash guard or bathing suit for my daughter and
Uh,
for my son, because they will be studying swimming lesson.
uh,
Yeah, maybe
mm,
by next week. So it is
yeah.
scheduled. So the coach told me to buy some swimming attires for my kids, as they go with that swimming lesson. And
Okay.
actually, my kids are so excited when they saw the things that I purchased at the mall. So they are very excited about that. And since
Yeah.
it's summer here in the Philippines, so it's the best time to study swimming. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So all right. So let's continue. But before we go with our lesson, I will just give you a short drill. Okay. This is practicing the SH and S sounds. Okay. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
send it to you.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Just bear with me. Okay. So I will say this. She sells seashells by the seashore. So you have to repeat this 3 times. This is only for a drill, a practice
Okay.
drill for SH and S sounds. Alright? She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. So you have to do it as fast as you
Okay.
can.
But,
Okay?
but okay, but I can't see the screen. Can you share screen for me?
I sent it in our chat box.
Ah, chat box.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Skype.
Okay, let me. She sells seashells by the seashores.
You have to repeat that 3 times as fast as you
Okay.
can.
Okay. She sells seashell by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashores. She sells seashells by the seashores.
hmm So is it? You have to be watchful when pronouncing the sh and the s
Yeah,
sound. They should be cleared. She
yeah.
sells
She sells.
seashells.
She sells. She
Seashells.
she sells. She sells.
Sea
She. Oh,
shells.
no. She sells.
Much better. By the
Yeah.
seashore.
Seashore. By the seashore.
Seashore.
Sea, seashore.
She sells.
Seashore.
Okay.
She sells. She sells seashells by the seashores.
See,
It's difficult.
it is. It's a little. It is called tongue twister.
Yeah.
Okay, so tongue twister is really helpful when we are pronouncing some difficult words. So,
Yeah.
um, if you like, you can practice that. You can memorize that sentence, and then, example, you are in the office, nobody is there. You can just practice seashells, seashells by the seashore. Well, it's just
It's
pronouncing the pronunciation for sh. Okay.
okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll be sharing with you my screen so that or do you want me to send you the link so that you can view our lesson this evening?
No, because the I use mobile phone
Ah, okay.
because my daughters use the uh use use computer, use
Using the
laptop,
computer.
using the computer
Ah,
and laptop. So I only use mobile phones.
okay. No problem. So I'll be sharing with you my screen.
Okay.
hmm So can you view it?
Yes,
All
I can
right.
see.
Okay, great. So we've already tackled this one. And did I give you homework about this?
Uh, we are telling about meet the bonds.
And we
Ah,
stop.
no, last bonds. Okay. This last time we talked about frustrated if not able to keep up with our older sibling.
hmm
Yes,
So,
last bond.
okay. So, do you understand the word frustrated?
I don't know.
Frustrated is something to do with something that you cannot get. You feel frustrated because you cannot get what you want.
Ah, okay.
So, it's a negative feeling of someone that they cannot get what they want. They're
Okay.
being frustrated. Just like here, frustrated if not able to keep up with older siblings.
Okay.
Yeah. So, is it clear with you this word frustrated?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'll make a sentence and later you'll be the one to make a sentence, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, just bear with me. Just exit here so that I can type in my Skype. I get easily oops, frustrated when my son is not obeying me right away. Okay? So I'm gonna send my sentence in our chat box. I get easily frustrated when my son is not obeying me right away. Okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's your turn to make your own sentence using the word frustrated.
I give a sentence with frustrated.
Yes, please make a
Uh,
sentence using frustrated.
uh, my my second my second children's
My daughter, you can say daughter. My
my second daughters
mm-hmm.
my second daughters gets frustrated when when her sister when her sister uh, when her sister don't don't want when her sister doesn't want to play with her.
when when she doesn't want, when her
Her
sister doesn't want to.
doesn't want to play with her.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, my second daughter gets frustrated
Frustrated
when her sister, or you can say older sister,
of the sister.
to
Yeah.
make it specific, doesn't like to play with her. Okay, good. Good sentence. Okay, so frustrated is already um, cleared. How about in your work? Do you usually get frustrated or do you easily get frustrated in your work as a manager?
Yes. Sometime I get frustrated with my with another with manager of another office.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What what might be the reason?
Uh, I think it's some way sometimes the one one text of work uh, uh one task of work, but for for everybody thinks the how to do different. So maybe easy to get frustrated.
Yeah. So how do you handle your frustration?
Some I always think positive. So we can I can Yes.
Do you talk to them personally?
Yes, and they easy to understand me.
I think they don't have any choice. You're the boss. They have to do it, okay? Yeah, so that's really hard. Okay, all right. So, let's move to single tones,
Yeah.
okay? So, according to the advantage here, one of the advantages for being a single tones is no competition, no sibling rivalry. What does this mean?
Rivalry. I don't know exactly. Rivalry.
From the root word rival or competitor.
Competitor.
Yeah, let me
Uh,
type it here. In your business, sometimes you have your competitor or other company competing. Okay?
competing.
Yeah, from the word compete. So
Compete.
the one who is competing is competitor. So rivalry is a competitor to someone.
Competitor.
I'll give you an
Uh,
example. Um, I don't know the famous star in Vietnam, but I'll give you an example of top one versus top two. Okay, top employee. Okay, let's say
top
top
employee.
employee versus second top employee.
Yes.
Okay, so I do believe that you do have top employee in your company, right? The one that is doing the best among the rest, right?
Yes.
So the top employee has a rival. It means to say that there is someone who is next to him who is as best as he is. Okay, so let's say Tony is the top employee in your company, and Tina is the second best. Okay? Now, they are rival for the position of being, um, let's say, being the assistant manager.
Yes.
Okay? So that's the meaning of rival. They compete for for something that they want to
Ah.
possess.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. I know. I know. It means the competitor with the two type of person, but it's near. It's the step is nearer. Yes. I think it's uh, competitive competitive with the two levels, but it's really with them nearly together.
Yeah, but here in single tones, that's why advantage, no
Ah,
competitor
yes,
among the family. Let's say you have only one daughter, okay?
yes,
Your older
okay,
daughter doesn't have any competitor against the
yes,
love, the thing that you can give between the two of them, because
yeah,
she has she has
uh,
all she needs.
yes,
So single
yes,
tones.
only this, yes.
So do you understand the word rivalry?
Rivalry. You mean rivalry is competitor?
Yes, yes.
Uh, yes,
Mm-hmm.
sibling competitor is. I mean, is uh the singleton don't fighting with everyone
Yeah. He doesn't
because
need.
they have um your their brother have only them.
Mm-hmm. So like for example in your family, you are the youngest.
Yes.
Okay, so your brothers think that you are a rival to them. You are competing, not to the point
Yeah.
that you are competing, but sharing. There are things that they want to have, but you always have what they want.
Yes.
Example, for a toy, your mom will
Yeah.
give you the toy, but they also
Yes.
like that toy. So your brothers can think that you are a rival to them. So it's normal in the family. Like for example, in my family, I have two kids, and
Yeah.
my daughter is a rival for my son. They
Yes.
sometimes fight each other for a certain
Yes.
toy, and that is
Yes.
sibling rivalry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I understand.
All right. So does
Okay.
it also happen, the sibling rivalry in your family?
Yes. I think the advantage of singleton is no sibling rivalry. It's true.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes, it is true.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, now let's move
Understand.
to
Because
yes.
because in the slide, you write no competition and sibling rivalry.
Mhm.
So I mean that the advantage of singleton is sibling rivalry. So I don't understand.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
I think it's no sibling rivalry. It's
Yes.
true.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So the slash here in the slide, the slash
Yes.
means no competition, no sibling
No
rivalry.
sibling rivalry. Yes.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. So in disadvantages, okay, please read the disadvantage for singletons.
Yes. No sibling to play with or learn from.
Yes. How would you explain that?
Yes, I think it's true
Mm-hmm.
because uh, the singleton is their family have their parent has only only them, so no sibling to play with or learn from them.
Yeah. So that's a
Yeah.
disadvantage. And in addition to what you said,
Yeah.
singletons, since they are only child in the family, if
Yes.
their parents are both working, that's also a bad situation for the singletons. They don't have sibling to play with, and they
Yeah.
don't have their parents to play with them as well. So
Yes.
in this modern age, parents should also spend time with their kids.
Yes.
That's really important, especially if they only have one child.
Yes.
It will be um, that would be a way for the parents to know what the single tone, or what their child is thinking, right? Now,
Yeah.
can you add an additional disadvantage for singleton?
I think the disadvantage of singleton is when the singleton to be adults, um, they don't have sibling to uh, share about their life
Mm-hmm.
because for example when they their parent ill in or
Mm-hmm.
yes, uh, there is no one to help them mm, uh, take care of their parents.
There's no one to help them when
Mm,
they are in need.
yes, it needs. Yes.
Yes, I like that idea, Hien. that if they are under trial or if they have problems, they don't
yes,
have someone to talk to.
yes,
Because if we have problems, since we have our siblings, at least we can run to them and talk
yes,
over about our problems. But single tones, they don't have any sibling at all, so that's the disadvantage. So also we can add that single tones is very lonely. They are very lonely, especially
yes,
when they are alone without their parents, right?
yes.
Hmm.
I think it's very boring because their friends have a spring, say very happy and they can tell everything with their sibling.
Yes.
So for teenagers, they have only so they can't share the uh, emotion and everything with someone.
Yes, very good. I got that idea. Very nice. Very well said, Yan. Okay. How about can we give another example for advantage for singletons? At least one.
I think the advantage is only um, they have only one, so their parents bring everything for them, and they have a condition to learn uh, to learn better than another. They can choose the best school
Hmm.
because their parents have only them.
Yes. Yes, they can choose the best school, all the best for their
Yes,
only one child. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, they can give them all the best, and they can give them all their money to their
yes,
only child. Right?
yeah,
They have all the treasures of their parents. Okay.
yes.
All right. Now, do you have any questions before we move to the next slide?
Okay, is that okay? We will move another.
Okay, you don't have any questions?
Yes,
All right. So let's move to the next slide.
yes.
Does the video opinion apply to you and your siblings or your children? Do you still remember the video that you watched about the firstborns, the middleborns, the lastborns, and the singletons? Does these videos' opinion apply to you and your siblings or your children? Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know exactly about the video.
So in the video it says that this is the advantages and disadvantages of the
Ah,
firstborn.
yes,
So it talks about this one. So do you think this
yes,
video's
yes.
opinion is true and does it apply to your situation?
I think yes,
It's very true, right?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about your family. Okay, this is our topic for this evening. Let's talk about your family. You will be
Yeah,
watching a video about talking about their family. Then later,
yeah.
we will talk about your family with the structure that they made. Okay?
Ah,
All right.
okay.
So, let's watch the video. Okay? Can you hear it?
The video is not good.
Okay, wait. Just give me a second. Let's try this one. sound at all. Let me try this one. Doesn't have any sound at all. Okay, wait. Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear.
Okay, wait.
You can you hear?
No sound.
Can you hear it?
Actually, there's no sound. Actually, okay. Let us. Okay, maybe because of this um, screen sharing. Maybe because of this. Okay, I'll give you. Maybe I'll send you the link. Then I'll get
Yes,
back to
yes.
you. Anyway,
Okay,
this is only
okay,
3 minutes. I'll send you the link about this video. Then
okay,
message me on Skype once you're done. Okay?
okay,
All right. Here's the link. I sent it in our chat box.
okay,
Then I will stop sharing for the meantime. Okay?
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to search the link.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Does it have any sound?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Oh, but the sound is the
If you would like to enlarge it, you can.
this the sound not. I want to the sound louder, but I can't.
You can choose the microphone to. Is it very?
Okay, okay. Wait.
Mhm. So how does it work? Is it working properly?
Yes.
Okay. Just tell me when you're done. Okay?
I don't listen. I don't listen hearing. Here to here. Okay. I finish.
Alright, good.
I finish hearing.
Okay, I'll be sharing you with my screen so that you can answer the. Okay? So, how many times did
Okay.
you watch?
Wait with me.
Mhm. Hien?
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
That is okay.
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 So you will be matching the statements to the correct people. So when you watch the video, Tracy, Brogan, Paul, Elizabeth, Nicholas, and Michael told about their family.
Yeah.
Okay? So you are going to match the statements to the correct people. So number three has already been answered. So who has six younger brothers and sisters? That's Tracy. And that's letter A. Okay?
Yes.
So let's have number one. Who lives near his parents?
I think it's Paul.
Okay.
C.
Okay. So how about number two? Whose parents have lived in England for 25 years?
England. It's it's B.
What letter?
It's B. I don't know exactly, but I think it's B.
B. Brogan. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try. We will check it after you answered all of the statements, okay?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
number four, whose father passed away 20 years ago?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's have number five, who has a very good relationship with her sister?
I think it's D. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Okay. And number six, who gets on very well with her brothers?
I think it's Michael.
Michael. Okay, let's check if your answers are all correct. So
Yeah.
number 1 is C. That's correct. So who lives near
Yeah.
his parents? That's Paul. Very good. And number
Yeah.
2, whose parents have lived in England for 25 years? You mentioned Brogan. Is it Brogan? So here it's letter E, Nicholas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. So number 3 is A, that's Tracy. And number 4, that's F, father whose father passed away 20 years ago. That is Michael.
Yeah.
And who has a very good relationship with her sister? What's your answer? It's
Answer. I answer is number F. Michael. This
Michael,
is that
yeah.
is not
Yeah,
true.
the answer is B, Brogan. And the
Yeah.
last, who gets on very well with her brothers? That's D,
It is
Elizabeth.
D. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So those are only a drill for the lesson, and actually this is the listening transcript. So this is what
Yeah.
you've heard from the video. So the first one is
Yes.
for Tracy, and then for
Yeah.
Brogan and the rest. So you have to read it aloud, and you have to
Yes.
pay attention to your pronunciation and rhythm. So I'll be
Yeah.
checking your pronunciation as you read it through. Okay, let's start.
Okay. Tell me about your family. I have very large family. I live with my mother and my stepfather in Britain, England. I have six brothers and sisters, of which I am the eldest, and I have a lot responsibility to look after them.
Okay, so here, say the word large. I'm pointing
Large,
it out.
large.
So can you see my arrow? My pointing arrow
Ah,
here?
yes. Large, large,
Say large.
large,
Okay.
large.
Here,
Yes.
the second word is Brighton.
Brighton, yes.
Okay, very good. Another, which.
Which,
Okay. Eldest.
eldest,
Responsibility.
responsibility.
Okay, very good. Now this time with the correct pronunciation, read it again, please.
Yes, I have a very large family. I live with my mother and my stepfather in Brighton, England. I have six brothers and sisters, of which I am the eldest, and I have a lot of responsibility to look after them.
The word responsibility should be
Uh,
make it fast. Don't stop
res-
for responsibility.
responsibility.
Yes, very good. And watch out for the word six. Okay, six.
Six, six,
Yeah, it should be
six,
sounds like ks
six,
as
six,
the last. Six.
six, six.
One more time.
Can you read after me? Before
Six.
me. Six,
Very
six.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. All right. So watch for practice the word large.
Large,
I have
large.
I have very large family. I live with my mother and my stepfather in Brighton, comma. So you have to pause for a little while. If you see the comma, the small one, England.
Yes,
I have six
yes,
brothers and sisters, of which
yes,
I'm the eldest. And I have a lot
yes,
of responsibility to look after them. So
yeah,
you read this first paragraph as fast as you can.
yeah. I have a very large family. I live with my mother and my stepfather in Britain, England. I have six brothers and sisters, of which I am the eldest. I have a lot of responsibility to look after them.
Mhm. So watch out for the word sisters. And I'm yeah,
Yes,
because it's a short
I'm,
word for I am. So once you see this apostrophe, I apostrophe
I'm,
M should be
yes,
I'm,
I'm, I'm, yes,
not
I'm, I'm the eldest.
I'm.
I'm
One more time.
I'm
I'm.
I'm
Very good.
yes.
Okay. So let's move now to the uh, second paragraph. Okay, so just more practice for the paragraph one. Let's have the first one. I will be reading it and you listen carefully. Then I will correct your pronunciation and read them afterward. Okay, you listen to the rhythm. Rhythm means
Yeah.
the fast, the uprising, um, the rising and falling intonation of each word. Okay?
Okay.
Ready? I live with my mom and my sister, my dad. My sister is 15 years old and we're really close. We're a happy little family. Okay, your turn.
Yes. I live with my mom and my sister. My sister is 15 years old, and we are really close. We are happy a little families.
Say it one more time. We're really close.
I live with my mom and my sister. My sister is 15 years old, and we are really close. We are a happy little family.
Yeah, much better. But in terms of the last few words, so
We we
we're
we
really,
are
yeah,
we are,
the R,
we are really
yes, Hien, re, if you are going to look that together, it sounds
yes.
one. Since re and the next letter or the next two letters are also re, you can mix the word.
Uh,
Yes,
we really close.
yeah, we're really
Yes,
close. That's why the
yes,
smoothness is there. We're really
yes.
close, right? There's no
We're really close.
interruption. So this
Yeah,
time you say it um, without any interruption. Okay?
yes, yes. I live with my mom and my sister, my dad. My sister is 15 years old, and we really close. We are happy little families.
Okay, much better. Okay? So can you hear the difference? It's much better. All right. So I'll make the third one. I have quite a small family. I only have one sister. She's 2 years younger than me. And then my parents, who live very close to me, all of my grandparents have died, sadly. Okay, your turn.
Yes, I have quite a small family. I only have one sister. She's 2 years younger than me. And then my parents, who live very close to me. All of my grandparents have died, sadly.
Okay, here, the two last word for the last sentence. So you see my arrow? Olive.
All of,
Yeah,
all of, all
olive.
of, yes,
One more time,
all of,
olive.
all of,
Yeah,
all of,
all of my grandparents have died, sadly.
yes, yes.
hmm
All of my grandparents have died, sadly,
Sadly. That's
sadly,
falling intonation. Okay?
sadly.
Now let's move to the next slide. I'm the middle child. I have an older brother and a younger brother, and my parents are still together, and I get on with them brilliantly. They're a great family.
I am the middle child. I have an older brother and a younger brother, and my parents are still together, and I get on with them brilliantly. They are a great family.
Okay, so watch for the word they are.
They
There.
are,
Say
they are,
say there.
they are,
So only
they
one
are.
word. It should be pronounced as one syllable. There.
Yeah, they are,
Okay.
they are. Yes.
Another word is get on.
Get on, get on.
Yeah. Get on with them brilliantly.
Brilliantly, brilliantly.
hmm Yeah, only those two words. So I'm the middle child. I have one So here, have an, instead of saying two words, have
Yeah.
an, say it, I
Yeah.
have an.
I have a.
I have an older brother and a younger
Yeah.
brother. You mix have and an, so
Yeah.
haven.
Heaven. Heaven.
Mhm.
Yes. I have an elder brothers and a younger brothers.
Mhm. Okay, now let's move to the last two one. My dad's Mexican and my mom is from London, and my mom met my dad in Mexico. They moved over to England 25 years ago, and I've got a sister who's 2 years older than me. Okay, your turn.
Yes. My dad's Mexican and my mom is from London, and my mom met my dad in Mexico. They moved over to England 25 years ago, and I've got a sister who's 2 years older than me.
Say the word Mexican.
Mexican.
Okay, good. Now let's move to the last one. Well, my family lives in Canada, in Toronto, Canada. I have a mother and sister. My father passed away about 20 years ago, so it's just the three of us. Somewhat of a small family.
Well, my family lives in Canada, in Toronto, Canada. I have a mother and a sister. My father passed away about 20 years ago, so it's just the three of us, somewhat of a small family.
Okay, say the word Canada.
Canada,
Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada.
Okay, good. So you just need to practice those paragraph that we read, okay?
Okay,
And then we will be reading this one more time on our next class, okay?
okay,
All right. So thank you so much for your time, Yen. So
yeah,
I'm happy because when I teach you the pronunciation, you can grasp it immediately. So I believe that you can do the pronunciation. You have the ear, okay? Your listening skill is getting better, okay? That's really
okay,
good because when I say the word, you can grasp it immediately, and that's a good job, okay? All right, so that will be all for tonight. I hope that you'll
okay,
be having a great evening. Okay, good
okay,
night.
thank you,
Bye.
thank you, bye.
Right side, and I know it's cheesy, but it's best to think what